Hi there, Capricorn. Thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 6th of July. This week begins with Mars and the Sun continuing in your sector of relating. They're going to be joined on Thursday by Mercury, which can actually be a very positive development. Mercury is the planet of logic, but it is at the start of this week in a very precise, almost brittle part of your scope. Once it moves on Thursday, it's asking you to be a bit more logical, to hear what other people have to say. But whether that's going to be so easy to achieve this week is another matter. This is because there is a huge confrontation set up this week between the opposition between the Sun and Pluto in the first half of the week and Mars and Pluto, which starts to emerge towards the weekend. When the Sun and Mars go face to face with Pluto, we're talking about power, and we're talking about how different people see things in very different ways. Now, you will appreciate this perhaps more than anyone else because Pluto has been transiting through your sign for about 7 years. Now, it just depends on where you have your Sun and also potentially other inner planets in your natal horoscope, just how much you felt this impact. But I certainly feel this week you will perhaps encounter someone who does see something very differently to you. Now, you could see that as an absolute positive and decide to cooperate with one another, but equally it could be someone you're already having to deal with and you just find them to just be such hard work, and you may find yourself being rather exasperated and nerves can fray. Now, this is not exclusively to you, Capricorn. We're all going to be affected by these very, very potent influences. And also, there is a quarter moon on Wednesday, which can see you rather more sensitive and potentially defensive than you might recognise. So just be conscious of that from then to the end of the week. But the issue here is about how we interact. The planets are saying to you this can be a wonderful time for your relationships if the lines of communication are really clear and you understand exactly what the person you're involved with wants and needs from you, and they do from you. If that's the case, this could be an incredibly positive week, because Venus and Jupiter to continue to combine in an absolute wondrous way, and that could really make you so close to someone, so engaged in a way which is really quite rare. This could even be a business deal that you put together. But at the other end of the spectrum, it could be a struggle. There could be a real sense of just seeing things so starkly differently that there just isn't any room for compromise or wiggle room. Just depends on your unique situation. But if something does come up this week when someone challenges you or is a bit difficult or you get frustrated, don't rise to the bait too quickly. It's important for us all to try to keep the dialogue going, and I do feel in your case Mercury is going to help you do that handsomely from Thursday onwards. Thank you for joining me, good luck, and goodbye for now.